Welcome to Manheim Township Physical Education. During this PowerPoint, we will go over soup to nuts exactly what we expect you to do as a student in our program. First off, sports and fitness education is for 9th and 10th grade. You must pass those, and then you will go into one of the other classes you see on the bottom right. Down here, net results, tag, creative movement, strength training. If you have any questions on what those courses entail and what what course fits you the best, feel free at the end of the semester to talk to your teacher for any suggestions they might have. If you fail 9th or 10th grade phys ed, sports and fitness, then you will go directly into credit recovery, and you do not get back into a regular brick and mortar class until you pass that credit recovery. All right. You also, if you do pass 9th and 10th, have an option to go into online PE, which is for highly motivated and responsible kids. All right. It is not an easy A. Oftentimes, we find that kids actually do better in brick and mortar class rooms than online. So, again, talk to your teacher to make sure that the class that you're choosing for course registration is a good fit for you. Okay. 10 things that require zero talent. You're looking at them right here. These things don't. So these 10 things require no talent. People say I'm not an athlete. Well, it does not take any athletic skill to be on time, have great work ethic, effort, body language, energy, attitude, passion, being teachable, doing extra by helping us out with equipment or for a classmate, and always being prepared. You do those 10 things, you will be guaranteed to get an A in this class. All right, what if you fail PE? It's a little map here. You must pass 3 PE classes to graduate. If you don't, then you're going to have to figure out a way to get one in. So if your schedule's full, you have this. You can go the summer school PE route, or you can go the online route. But you absolutely must pass Sports and Fitness 1, which is a PE 9 class, both male and female, and go from there. So again, if you pass it, you can go on to the other classes. If you fail it, you have no choice but to go into credit recovery or summer school. All right. You must you must participate in 60% of the class to get a grade. If you do not participate in 60% of the class, we can't give you a grade. All right. If you fail and you get below a 40, that grade will stand as an incomplete, and we will give you 2 weeks to bring that grade up as high as a 40. Because if it's below a 40, there's really not a very good chance you're going to pass. Because if you did absolutely nothing to get that grade less than a 40, you're not going to be able to get the 90 or the 80% in the next marking period to bring that up to a 60%. So what we do here is we give you 2 weeks, a 2-week window extension to bring that grade up to a 40 maximum by making up whatever classwork you want to make up. If you don't choose to do that, then your grade will stay at whatever it is. All right. And then that grade will then get reported on your report card. All right. Locker rooms, no backpacks, no personal items, no valuables. Lock everything up, or the grippin of Mount Neffsville will come down and swoop upon your stuff and take it. All right. Everybody has a lock. We went over security. We went over how to get a new lock and the importance of that. So talk to your teacher if you need a lock combination, or if there's any issues with your locker. Right? You have 5 minutes to change and be out in your squads, or you're late. All right. We will give you at the end of class about 5 minutes to change. You do not need more than that. At the end of swim classes, we may give you a little bit more time because of wet hair, because of rinsing off, things like that. All right. We do not give late passes. Teachers know not to buy that excuse. We are all very good at sending an email if it is our fault, teacher's fault. We do not write late passes if it is your fault. You have to take the consequence. What do you need for PE class? Shirts, shorts, sneakers. Be prepared to go outside if it's cold. Check the weather on your phones and dress accordingly. It's always better to take layers outside, and then when you start to warm up, you can take them off. But if you go outside with no layers, you're never probably going to get warm, or you're going to be freezing. All right, we always go outside if it's above 40. If it's below 40, we do not go outside. So again, we don't care what you wear as long as it's school appropriate, has sleeves, shorts, and sneakers. All right. We don't care what color or anything like that. Remove your jewelry. Make sure you lock that up. Your teacher is not in charge of it. It's very important to take all your jewelry off when you get in the pool because of the filter system, and you're just never going to get that back. Swim days, males wear a bathing suit, no cutoff shorts. All right, females wear a one-piece suit or a two-piece suit. If you wear a two-piece suit, make sure that you're wearing a shirt to go over it. Do not make it a very large shirt. The tighter, the better, so that way it doesn't balloon up on you and cause you issues with swimming. Preferably not a white shirt. That kind of defeats the purpose of wearing a shirt. All right. Feel free to bring any additional specific items required that you need for swimming. Goggles, swim cap, earplugs, things like that. We do require you to wear shoes over to the pool for safety, and in case there's also an emergency, we have to go outside. We want you to have shoes on. Right. We do not allow cell phones out in class. Okay, lock it up. Do not leave it in your backpack. Do not leave it in your pants. Do not leave it in your shoes. It will be stolen, and it'll be a bigger issue. Okay, you are only permitted to use a cell phone to listen to music when you participate on a fitness day. All right? Fitness days, you may use it to listen to music. All right? Other than that, it goes away. Don't put it in your bra. Don't put it in your pockets. Put it away. We don't want to see it. What does it look like? 3 activity days per week. 1 run fitness day, 1 swim day. Okay, so you'll do 3 activities, a run, and a swim. All right, and there you can see the activities correspond to each specific PE course. The 15-minute runs are weekly. All right, which then the tail end of that class is a 15-minute weight room session. Okay, and then 1 swim day a week. Okay. We also have a monthly 1.5 mile test, which is at the teacher's discretion when they do it during the month. Majority of the teachers do it either the 3rd or 4th week. All right. All right. The swimming grade is a unit grade, so you will see 4 unit grades, which will be 3 activities in the swimming. Grades, fitness performance will affect your grade. We have a weekly run test, a monthly run test, right? Your cooperation and your level of activity. Your level of cooperation will affect all of your grades. Your fitness performance is weighted less than your cooperation. Okay, so just because you are not a good runner does not mean you shouldn't try, because you will get a cooperation grade with that. I personally wasn't good at math, but I still had to take math tests, which graded my performance. Even though you are maybe not a good runner, we still grade you on your performance. Again, I wish my math grades had a cooperation grade attached to it because I really tried, but it doesn't. So we do give you a cooperation grade. Okay, your athletic ability does not affect your grade. Your level of activity will. Just because you're a nice person or honor roll student does not mean you'll get an A in the class. Right, remember, C means average. You need to work hard to be above average. Right? Attendance. See there's 4 types of excused absences: religious holidays, PIAA athletic contests, keystone testing, and AP testing. If you are on a PIAA team and are going to miss school, please touch base with your teacher so they know exactly that you're going to be golfing or swimming, cross country, whatever it is that you're going to be missing, so they know not to count that grade against you. School recognized religious holidays, it must be approved and in your attendance as REL. You can't just come up to a teacher and say, well, I was out because of this religious holiday. That's fine, you may have been, but you will not get excused from that until you turn whatever note it is into attendance, and that is reflected on your school record. Right? All excused absences except for those 4 must be made up within 10 days. Extenuating circumstances, talk to your teacher and extensions may be made. Absences will be recorded as a 0 until made up. Right? You have 10 days to make it up or it stays a 0. Okay, so if you don't like the grade you have, it's because you have some zeros. Feel free to make those up to get the highest possible grade. Medical issues, we had the nurse talk about that, but again, in a nutshell, if you're going to be out for a long period of time or going to the doctor, go download the PE form, have it, a medical professional complete it, return it to the nurse. The nurse will make copies and give it to us with your modifications. If your modifications or if you are sitting out for more than 60% of the class, all right, which is 32 total classes, we cannot give you a grade and you have to drop it and retake it. All right, so 60% is what we need you to complete. Stay tuned for the second half.